purpose-built building that'll be used for Douglas County for many years to come. My name's Tim Ockingay. I am a vice president at J.E. Dunn, and I have the pleasure and the honor to represent the design build team of this project, J.E. Dunn and Trainer Architects, and our many wonderful trade partners here as part of the project. It wasn't too long ago, on January 24th of this year, that we were just standing north of here, south of the existing JLEC, to commemorate the groundbreaking ceremony. If anybody remembers it that day, we had a snowstorm that week, and we had to move the snow out of the way so that we had room of where to put the shovels. And if you're like me, you could use some of that snow this month, but it'll be here soon enough. Many of us have asked, what is the topping out ceremony? Why do we do it? It dates all the way back to ancient Scandinavian days, when buildings back then were built out of mass timber and wood. And so they would, after clearing the forest to gather the wood to build the building, they would hoist a tree to the top of the building to ward off any of the spirits that may have happened while clearing that forest. And then generations later, the ceremony changed a little. In Europe, they would put a pine tree on top of the building, and when they completed it, because again, it was a wood building, wood frame building, when the needles of the pine tree fell off, it would signify that the wood had dried out enough that they could enclose that building safely. So it was a schedule mechanism that they would use. Then fast forward to today, when we continue to use topping out ceremonies. Today we're doing it to commemorate the many workers that worked tirelessly these many months and worked safely to be able to construct this building. We hoist the last beam to commemorate them and their work. We had over 30,000 person hours to get to the point we're at today. So at this stage, and I will say that we signed the beam all as a commitment to the building, that we are celebrating this milestone and the milestones that are going to come precede it later on in the project. So at this point, I would ask that the commissioners, Patrick, if you're here, come up. We're going to sign the beam together. Patrick Kelly, Shannon Reed, Karen Willey, Erica Anderson, and Jean Dorsey. Those that are here, come up and sign the beam, please. I want to thank you, commissioners, for your vision in making this project become a reality. I'd now ask other elected officials, the Douglas County District Attorney Dakota Loomis, Douglas County Sheriff Jay Ambrister, and the Honorable James McCabery, the Chief Judge of the 7th Judicial District Court of Kansas. Come up and sign the beam, please. Thank you all for your hard work as it relates to this project. Now I would ask Judge McCabery to share some words about the project.
Well, good morning, everybody. I appreciate the opportunity to speak. The role of the courts in any community is a critical part of how government functions, and I know all of my colleagues serving this community as district court judge feel honored to serve in that capacity, and I'm especially honored to be the one who gets to speak on behalf of the courts today. And in that regard, I want to extend a thank you to each and every person that has worked to get us to this point. I have a bird's eye view of this project outside of my chamber's window, and from what I've seen every day, hot or cold, rain or shine, has been a real dedication to detail, to progress, to moving things forward, and to managing the challenges that I've watched occur weather-wise or otherwise as the project has unfolded. At the outset, in my meetings with J.E. Dunn in particular, my emphasis was on the need for the courts to be able to continue to operate free from as much distraction as possible. And I'm pleased to say that goal has been met, and for that, on behalf of not just the courts but those who come to court, thank you. At least from our perspective, we've had a very good working relationship with everyone involved. And you know, seeing the project at this stage is exciting when I think of the improvements to access, to security, to the usability of the facility for judges, staff, and litigants. It makes whatever challenges we will face between now and completion seem much less intimidating. But even more exciting for me is to think of how this building, with these improvements, will be able to serve this community 50 years from now. And so, you know, being asked to sign this and to have an opportunity, I just hope that everybody who's worked on this in whatever capacity feels a part of that legacy, because I think it's going to be meaningful for a long time.
Thank you, Judge. We invite anybody that's here today, including the workers, to join us for lunch over here in South Park. We have beamers being catered in. Please pull up a chair, find one of these gentlemen in a hard hat and ladies, and thank them for this work. At this time, we will ask those that are helping with the beam ceremony to raise the beam.
Guys are making me nervous about a safety guys. Oh, I bet they're hooked on somewhere. Oh, reach out for it. Turn it around the other way so you can see the signature from inside. Yeah. Once it's clad.
We gotta start it. I guess they could just. This is done. What do you think the guy says? Let's not go into
They've started on it. They got the hole in the ground and they got some stuff going on.
I went out by there and I didn't see anything.
Yeah, it's not. You have to get pretty close to it right now to see much. I think, in fact, they just looked like they had the first little wall because there was something in the door in it. I saw it this morning, but
Okay.
it ain't much.
Yeah, I was like,
No, court security.
I know.
Thank you all for attending today. Again, there is lunch in the park. I think they're still setting up, so maybe about 5 minutes and lunch will be served.
Abandoned